Hey guys, welcome to episode 16. If you haven't been here before, my name is Kat Hills and I live in the Pacific Northwest with my 3 kids and our cat. And I am trying to start a business called the Archive Hive during this pandemic. The business focuses on preserving your family memories and traditions, which is something that I sort of felt inspired to do this year, as so many of our family traditions and I guess memories of, that we've created over the years via traveling were kind of taken away this year, or they just looked different this year. And so I wanted to start basically a business based around that, and the idea of it's okay to do things different, and it's okay to be happy some years and be sad some years, and all those memories are valuable, and so let's write them down. I am filming the way that I film these videos on Fridays, and the way that they're usually structured is I do a quick family update, then I do an update about the business, the Archive Hive, and then I wrap up with what we're reading, what we're watching, the media we're consuming, and what we're doing to put good out into the world. Okay, let's get started. You may notice that I'm here in a park. I tried to film this video yesterday in my home, and today it's funnier. Yesterday it was more frustrating. It was sort of a comedy of errors, trying to even find the time to film it. And then my husband had gotten me a new microphone for Christmas because he wanted to encourage my YouTube channel, but of course the microphone did not work with my MacBook, and then we tried to hook it up to a PC, and then it just wasn't working, is the point. And yesterday I tried it, and the first 3 takes recorded, and the rest of my videos is just nothing. So instead of finishing filming yesterday, I gave up, and here I am at the park today, and I sort of love it. I took a walk and I took my time kind of prepping what I wanted to say, and maybe that's gonna be my new thing, filming videos outside. I'm just using my iPad and a little lavalier mic, and we're going to see how it goes. Thankfully, it is a lovely sunshiny, it's a little cold, but it is a lovely sunshiny day in the Pacific Northwest, which we don't get many of in January. So for that, I am thankful. In other family news, we don't have a lot of news this week. We're still virtual schooling the kids. Hopefully they are going to start doing some return, cross your fingers, cohorts to actual in-person school, possibly in February for the littlest learners like my daughter, who's in elementary school, and possibly in March for the older learners like my son, who is in middle school. I don't know. There's so many things that I love about having them home and being able to keep them safe during this entire pandemic, but man, it is hard to get work done, to help them with their homework. It sort of has come to a head for me this week, as I've been trying to carve out some time this week that I just really did not get. And so a lot of starting this business has really been about me finding more time for myself, and maybe it was a lofty goal during a pandemic, but here we are. I may have mentioned this last week, but my son started baseball practice. They're separating their team. There are 10 players on the team. They're separated into 2 groups of 5, and they're doing practices twice a week, and we are thrilled that is going to start up again. We played last spring and felt safe doing it, and so we're excited to start that again. And then my daughter is starting choir. That is strictly over Zoom, so it's a little sad, but she loves it, so we're just gonna do it this way for now until she can participate in real life. Okay, so moving on to news about the Archive Hive. So, I mentioned last week that I officially set up the Archive Hive as an LLC. I sold way more Christmas journals, which was the product I released in November. I sold way more Christmas journals than I thought I was going to, and so I went ahead and set myself up as a business, and this week I got my business banking account, so I'm even more official. So part of just, you know, the YouTube Friday videos for me is to be able to share with you guys my business journey. I've never started a business on my own before like this. I've always you know, sort of been a creative and put creative things out into the world, but this is my first time actually forming an actual business recognized by the state and making it official and getting an official bank account and doing sort of those behind the scenes administrative tasks that are a necessary part, but, you know, not always as exciting than sharing, like, you know, a new book design or how many people bought my Christmas journal. So I did want to just put it out there into the world because, again, these YouTube videos are for me to remember where I was, where I started this business, how I started it, and hopefully to share with other women and girls if they're thinking about doing the same. So, okay, moving on to the more fun and creative part. I have a couple of things to share that are Archive Hive related. I mentioned last week I'm working on a birthday book, which is similar to my Christmas journal. My Christmas journal is capturing 25 years of holiday memories for your family. You keep it packed away with your Christmas stuff, or you can keep it wherever you want, on your bookshelf, whatever. But you write in it every year, and it has, you know, quick writing prompts like, you know, how many trees you decorated, if you got any new ornaments that year, sort of describing your new and old family traditions. So I took that same concept and I'm making a birthday book right now. It is done. I'm working on designing the covers, and hopefully by next week I will have a prototype to show you. In the meantime, I have 2 other books that I do want to share with you. I have been using these first few months of the year and this first part of my business journey to just sort of like explore all the ideas in my head, staying with my niche of journals, but to sort of explore all the ideas. So this is one I actually designed last summer, but just printed, and it is just a composition notebook. I made it for my kids before they started virtual school, but I decided to print one for myself and use it for all the continuing education classes and productivity classes that I have been obsessed with lately. So this is my School is Cool notebook because to sound like a total mom, you are never too old to stop learning. I will put the link for this below in the comments. And my other notebook that I designed has to do with family meetings. So I don't know, how many is 80 weeks? So that's almost 2 years, I guess. About 2 years ago, I started doing a family meeting. So it was basically Monday morning, my husband and I sat down and we just very quickly went over everyone's like goals for that week, or just sort of activities for that week, or what we wanted for them that week. And he quickly dropped out of the family meetings, and they were my idea, but so I was the one who was wanting them, but and since I was the one wanting them, I decided to continue on with the family meetings. And so every Monday for the last 80 weeks, woo woo, love a good goal, I've had a family meeting with myself, and sometimes I invite the kids to come in to talk about their, you know, touchstones or goals that week. But I just do it in a regular spiral notebook. So I went ahead and made myself a family meetings notebook. So this is my first prototype, and I will show you some of the insides. It is for 100 family meetings, and I do believe this is a product that you could use as a keepsake as well. I'm going to anyway. So I did put sort of this important dates, just listing out, outdoor makes it a little harder. Just listing the months out. So this, I was thinking for like birthdays. For me, I would put birthdays or anniversaries there, other important dates. You could do whatever you want. And I did put a top 5 goals just in the front for your family, if you want to fill that out. But the meat of the book is this. There we go. So the meat of the book is this. Family meeting. You put the date, and you can put each family member here and then fill in, what they have, what their goals are, what they have going on that week. You could choose to do it however you want it, to be honest. You could put, this section could be meals, this could be groceries, this could be, I don't know, whatever. Activities. And then at the bottom, that last one is just family goals for the week. And then on the back of each family meeting page, you have a best moments of the week, and there's space to either, like tape in a movie ticket if we ever get to go to the movies again, or a restaurant receipt, or I don't know, a picture or a little Polaroid or something. And then, you can write whatever you want here. A bulleted list, a quick blurb. You could have one of the kids fill it out. It doesn't have to be a big deal, just sort of what you did that week, what you accomplished. Like, for instance, we are still reading Harry Potter 7, and I would love to put finished Harry Potter 7 in here. So that is something that I designed last week and ordered. So I will put a link to this in the comments as well. I haven't exactly, like I said, I'm doing a lot of testing, so I haven't exactly decided what is going to happen with a lot of these products. I am going to put them on my website, catherannhills.com, for purchase. It'll just be a link straight to Amazon, since I create them through Amazon KDP. Which is Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. But that's where we are right now, and I wanted to share it with you. Okay, the squirrels that are like running in the background are really freaking me out a little bit. Doing this outside is a good decision. I'm gonna try it again next week. So to recap, the Archive Hive, got that bank account, printed a composition notebook, printed a family meetings journal, and I wanted to mention that I have been making sales in January, so that motivates me to keep on going. And if you are watching this and you've bought one of my journals or notebooks, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, moving on. I'm gonna wrap this video up by talking about our reading, writing, and advocacy this week. So, number 1, reading. We are finishing Harry Potter 7, as mentioned. If you know me, you know I'm so done with Harry Potter. So we are 50% of the way done with the book, so I'm sure you'll hear me talk about it in the next couple of weeks, but please let us be done soon. I can't wait to see what my kids pick next, because I am ready for a new read aloud. What I personally am reading, I am reading Heart Talk by Cleo Wade, which is a collection of poetry and wisdom. It says poetic wisdom for a better life. And I wanted to read a quick blurb from the book. When I was filming this yesterday, I realized I was at the end of my first take of video, and I realized that I am also wearing my Cleo Wade sweatshirt that I ordered online, so I felt like a total fangirl, but that's okay, because Cleo Wade is amazing. Okay, so her book is sort of, it's filled with both poetry and then just sort of these sort of artsy quotes, I guess. So I'm gonna read two of my favorites. Okay, just a friendly reminder, nothing about you is a mistake. You are a gift and you are here for a reason. You deserve to take up space in the world and we need you here. I love that. And then the poem on the page, the adjacent page, is entitled Stand Tall. Stand tall. The tree never feels less like a tree because it is different from the others in the forest. So why would we ever think we are meant to be all the same? To be unique is to be a loving thing. I love both of those, and this book is just filled with other lovely words like that. So highly recommend. So what we've been watching this week of January 2021, we have not watched any shows or movies. It has been all inauguration all the time. I definitely was feeling pretty emotional about the whole ceremony. It obviously looked different than normal because of the pandemic and also because of the recent attack on the Capitol. So I loved it. I feel very hopeful for the Biden and Harris administration. I love that they are in the office working on a pandemic relief plan, working to get people vaccinated, working to get people money. I'm feeling very hopeful. So I will be watching the inauguration follow-up, Biden's first days in office, as well as scrolling through Twitter, which is now less about doom scrolling and now about like everything I read, I'm like, yes, yes, yes. So yay science, yay new administration, we are here for you. And finally, last but not least, what we are doing to put good out into the world or to advocate for a better world, well, also related to the inauguration. I just needed to say for the record that it was very, very cool to watch Kamala Harris become the first female vice president, made even more amazing by the fact that I got to watch it with my 9-year-old daughter. And so she and I are going to write letters to Kamala wishing her well on her vice presidency term. So that is what we are doing this week for good. And yeah, it's been lovely filming this video in the park, even though the squirrels, and had a few squirrels, and I've had a few background lurkers. But I like it. I'm here for it. I might do it again next week. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.